Hello, church. Last night, our board met and we discussed our response to the coronavirus outbreak. Now, this has been a rapidly changing situation, and it's been difficult for us to stay on top of it. Honestly, just last night, one of us commented that we hadn't seen any cases in Blackhawk County yet, only to find out that after our meeting broke up, that in fact a story had been released that there was in fact a case in Blackhawk County now. So schools and restaurants and theaters and other places, sporting events and city and public buildings are closing all across the state. And our state governor has asked that we eliminate any gatherings of 10 or more people. And it was actually surprising to see that number go so low. I honestly thought that our little gathering would not be affected by any restrictions that were going out given our small fellowship. But as we talked about this as a board, we discussed how God doesn't ask us to submit to governing authorities. He says, let everyone who is be subject to the governing authorities, for there is no authority except that which God established. The authorities that exist have been established by God. And as people who obey God, we are also called to obey those authorities. And we have to trust that God put them in place to help us and protect us. They don't always do things that we agree with, but but the only exception to following a government authority would be if in fact they were doing something that God tells us not to do, which in this case we don't feel that way. That the governor and our president are telling us to do things that go against God's commands. So and it's also important that we make wise choices. So given that many of the people in our fellowship would be at a higher risk if an infection were to spread amongst us, we have decided, therefore, to suspend our meeting this week. We will instead be taking our messages online. I will be posting a message online via YouTube each Sunday that we don't meet, and I will include a link on our Facebook page. Joys and concerns can be emailed to me to mention to our online community. If you do not have the ability to watch our services online, Linda will have my email address, and you can email me or message me or call me and just request a DVD copy mailed to you each week. As far as I know, the post office in town here is still open, so I can still mail things out if I need to. If you don't have the ability to email me any kind of prayers or concerns, you can also contact me via phone as well, and or message me on phone, and I'll be happy to include those as well. If you don't have my phone number or if you don't have my email address, Linda has it and she can get it to you. I'm not going to read it online. I don't think that's appropriate for any email address or phone number to be read on an online video. So I also ask that, and the board also asks that you continue to tithe during this time. Even though we're not meeting, we still have to pay our utility bills. We still have to pay insurance bills, and I still have to eat, and I still have to pay my bills. So we would ask that you continue to tithe and send your tithings to Miss Carolyn Adolph. And the address will also be included in the email that Linda sends out as well. And grab your phone lists and keep in touch with each other during this time, and also your neighbors as well. This is an important time for us. It's an important, not just for our little church, but also for the church in general to be the church. Even if we can't meet, we can still love and help each other, and we can still love and help our neighbors. If you got 15 rolls of toilet paper sitting at home and your neighbors run out, then give them a roll of toilet paper so they can get through until they can get some. Or If you don't, if you have a whole bunch of food stacked in your pantry and your neighbor's having trouble getting what they need at the grocery store, then help them out a little bit. So this is our chance to try to help each other out as we get through this. The stores are crazy right now. I know working at Target, it's almost like Black Friday in the grocery section. It's crazy. So just love on people and take care of the people around you, and this way we can, as a church, still shine the light of Christ in dark places. As far as how long this not meeting is going to happen, we will be evaluating that on a weekly basis, and we'll be listening to what our the experts say about the progress of the coronavirus, and whether we'll decide whether it's appropriate to meet or not. And if we do resume and you still feel like you want to stay home, that's completely understandable. We'll miss you, but we're not going to say, "Oh, you should come to church." It's we love you and we'll miss you, but we totally understand. So God bless you, and go and be the church. And I'll see you online on Sunday morning. Thank you, guys.